Hello everyone, welcome back to Symphony of the Night. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Now, basically, I did a little bit off camera, as I said that I would, to get back to this boss. I also got the healing mail and found a secret room in the clock tower at the very top, which contained a heart max and a life max up. I then went back to the library shop and replaced those potions that were used, and then I went and saved the game. So even if we don't manage to defeat this boss now, then we should be alright to be prepared for it again. Now, something to bear in mind here is that I'm using this book item, which you can get just outside the outer wall save room. I figured this would be very useful for traversing the harpies in the clock tower, and it was. But I also thought, you know what, why not use it for this boss and stun lock the hell out of it. This move was the one that was really causing me problems, and as you can see, it still is. So I figured to get directly underneath and then get him with the book, and we're done. No problem. But that is definitely, in the previous episode, the most trouble that I've ever had with that boss. It's normally this kind of a job. Anyway, we're done now, so that's fine. Let's move on into a new area. And this is coming up to the top where Dracula's throne room is at the northwestern side of Castlevania, I think. No, the north central side of Castlevania. This is where I thought the save room was at the point we were at previously, where we got the leap stone from. I was actually getting confused with this place because I remembered it being high up and also having lifts or elevators in it. So that was one thing here. What's this? A falchion. That just made me think of Demon Souls. Obviously this was before Demon Souls. A Norman curved sword. It seems to be better than the Damascus sword, so we'll use it. And yeah. So I do feel kind of embarrassed now about the about the way that battle went down at the end of the previous episode and the amount of progress that I lost by doing it. But just to quickly show you guys on the map. Let me see, where were we? So you see where we are on the map, and then to the right there is that large horizontal area. That's where those knights were with the swinging pendulums just before the boss, and then to the right of there are the vertical pillars of the clock tower. And you see at the very top of that area is like a horizontal room that goes from left to right, and that was where I discovered those two upgrades, the life max and the heart max. And there were these flea armors, which were like the hunchback enemies, but with like a suit of armor on, and they jump around, and they were so difficult to deal with. Now this area will take us down. If we fall down here, it will take us to where we got the leap stone. So I was kind of roughly getting it vaguely right, I guess. And if we get down here, we end up at the top where we were before, you see. Now, what we need to do is get the Soul of Bat. And I think that was... Let me see, I think that was at the top of the clock tower, but just to be sure, and to make sure that I'm not going to make myself go around in circles, I'm just going to reload the game and just check thoroughly this area to make sure, because there may be somewhere we can fall down upon. Let's see. We need the Soul of Bat to get over this large gap. which will take us to Dracula's chambers. And this is where we got the leap stone from, so just need to make sure that we've got everything here before we move on. These things. These bloody things. That book item is very useful. It uses 5 hearts every time, but it stays for a while, as you can see. And it gives you like an offensive shield almost. Very good indeed. So yeah, I don't think there's anything round here, but I'm trying to remember. Right, yeah, we need to get the Soul of Bat really, because then we can warp back up to this point at any time. By using the warp area just below and to the right of me, if I had the Soul of Bat, I could get back to that throne room at any time and access it and take on the sort of final boss. So I guess we need to do some more exploring. Oh, I tell you what we can do actually. We can go back to the Long Library. Because now that we have the leap stone, we can access a lot more of the Long Library than we could before. So we'll do that. So we'll go to warp to the clock tower. In fact, no, we can use the library card. What am I even thinking of? The library card, I think, is just a single-use item, so we will expend it by doing this. Just to check. Yeah. But, you know, so what? And so you see it takes you right outside the merchant's room.
How about this?
And let me see, what's he selling? So you got any new items? Got 5,000 gold roughly. Meal ticket, mystery food ticket. Firebrand. Yeah, the falchion is better than all of the swords he sells apart from these legendary ones. And of course we can't. Oh, I picked up a skull shield as well. It was dropped from one of those skull lords in the clock tower, so I'm just going to check how that compares. So we've got 9 defense on the knight shield. No, I think it dropped and then I died and it didn't save. Never mind, eh? Knight shield's doing us right for now. Still got the... if I can actually equip the bloody thing. There we go. There we go. Of course we can still shield dash. Right, so, let me see. So back in the large main area of the Long Library, there are these platforms above, which we couldn't jump to before, but we oh, $1,000. That was a nice drop. So this platform you can see we need to double jump to. So this is an area that we haven't been before, up above the shop. And there is a save room. Which we can continue through into a new area. Ah, this is the flea armors I was talking about. I hate them. They are so annoying. You see how they leap? And they do these... they do so much damage with that axe. Once you break the armor, then you just... they're just a standard flea man underneath, which is no problem, but trying to get armor off them. And you see they're doing 16 damage with a successful swing of the axe. So, I probably should have just used the book, to be honest, but... oh well, what the hell. She's my gal, and I love her. This is a large new area. Piss off, seriously. To quote Ron Weasley, piss off. My god. Good thing I have that healing mail. I can always use that and just run against the wall. if this situation gets too dire. But apologies for playing so badly here, because this is frankly ludicrous. You've nearly killed me. Right, what are we looking at here? We've got a room off to the top right by the looks of it. How do we get up there? This way. I really hate those. I don't know why I can't deal with those enemies. They're not, like, objectively speaking, they aren't especially difficult to defeat. But you see, like, they just seem to be... the way that they jump is... I just can't seem to predict it for some reason. What's this? Stone mask. My first piece of headgear. 2 defense on top of what we have, which is good. Ancient ceremonial stone mask. Nice. That'll do. That's... So, oh, we can push it. Sorry about that. Right, what's this? Topaz circlet and a holy rod. Holy rod, I think, is quite a powerful weapon. Yes, it is. An anointed rod. So you see that actually changes Alucard's attack animation, which is cool. And it's quite a quick weapon. So, that's good. Just checking that's not an illusory floor there that we can break. I don't think so. Let's see. Can continue downwards. Unfortunately, all those flea armors are now going to be back, so I'm just going to... Let me see. I guess I'll use a potion. Okay. Try getting them with this. Preempt their address. It's like playing Nidhogg. You have to... what was that famous military saying? Hit first, hit hardest, and keep on hitting, or something like that. That's what we need to do. I'm just going to go back and save the game so that I can refill my HP properly as well, assuming I can survive this room. That's more like it. All about the AoEs. Okay. Nice. Save the game. So yeah, expended a potion. Probably didn't need to, but it was for peace of mind, and it was worth it to get Stone Mask and the Holy Rod. And a Topaz Circlet, I guess, is probably just something that we can sell. Like a gemstone that we can sell. This book item is actually turning out to be quite useful. It's not one that I've really used that much in the past. I've used it for like certain boss battles, but yeah, pretty cool, pretty good stuff. Pretty good, pretty neat, alright. I was thinking of, you know, is that the Oliver Stone film, The Doors? I was thinking of that because I watched Willow yesterday. And that, of course, has the legendary Val Kilmer. Oh god. A boss that I wasn't prepared for. Lesser demon. He's summoning mummies or something. Mudman. Is he invulnerable when he's doing that pillar? Okay. Nice. Well, that was easy. And a life max up. Thank you very much. I think I remember where this takes us. And it's where we want to be going. Time stop, I don't want that. A Frankfurter. We need the form of mist to get through there, which kind of is a bit of a blow. Oh dear, okay, fine. I guess we'll have to go and explore somewhere else. No illusory walls. Let's just clean out the rest of the long library while we're here, I guess, and we'll just make sure that we've got everything that we can from there. Hate these guys. I really hate that man. No. Get booked. High potion. Well, that was a pretty good drop. They cost like something like 1,200 gold or something to buy from the shop. That's going to be useful. Come down here, my friend. You can't argue with a spinning Bible of Doom. I always wonder if the sort of religious iconography in the Castlevania games was controversial in its day, because video games in the 1990s were, and 80s I suppose, were so got such a bad ride from you know, like reactionary people, like Mary Whitehouse sort of people. You know what I mean? Like, there's a really famous things, usually from Fox News and stuff, where they're going, in Grand Theft Auto 3, you can murder a prostitute, beat her to death with a baseball bat, and have sex with her, or whatever it's, you know, like, it seemed like for every video game that was doing something that wasn't like squeaky clean nuclear America, you would just get an absolute, you would just get ridden so hard. And the Castlevania games are absolutely full of Christian iconography, you know, like using a Bible as a weapon, and like the crucifix weapon and stuff like that. And it's just sort of thinking, just got to thinking, like, why was that allowed when things like Bionic Commando had to be changed up quite hard because, you know, because you had, like, Hitler was the final boss in Bionic Commando, wasn't he? And they had to change it, and there was a lot of, like, Nazi symbology in it. But that was because it was on Nintendo, I think. Because, like, Wolfenstein 3D got away with it, but that wasn't on Nintendo. Or if it was, I think it was probably heavily edited. No, in fact, it was on Super Nintendo, wasn't it? It's all very strange. So, there is a place higher up. Beep. Just over there. I'm just wondering if I can wolf jump to it. Just quickly take these guys out. Can one-shot them now, which is good. It's not looking too good, is it, for that? Unless I can go this way. Oh god, you bastard. Magic Tome. No. ROM Scout can make that jump by, like, bouncing on the books in a specific way. But I'm not an accomplished speedrunner. Bearing in mind, ROM Scout can also play the game blindfolded. That's something you should well check out, by the way. ROM Scout has done several runs of this game, and also Dawn of Sorrow and other Castlevania games he's played blindfolded. I think he's done Dawn of Sorrow blindfolded, but he's done several runs of this game with a blindfold on. And the way that he's doing it is he's listening out for certain jumps. And so he's blindfolded and he runs like this. And then when he's sure that Alucard is hitting the wall, he like goes, boop. and then he knows roughly by the way that he's jumping which platform he's going to land on. And then when there's an enemy that he can't avoid that he has to kill, he runs up and like starts hitting it, and he can tell by the sound effects where it is and like what it's doing. It's pretty crazy. Pretty funny indeed. Right, let's just go further. I think it looked like there was a way down and to the left. I probably can't get through it, or else I would already have done, but nonetheless, we will go and check it out just to be sure before going to another area. Okay. So we need to be getting the form of mist next, I think it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Luckily I can still use this. When you're cursed you can't use your weapons. So he just goes like that. And it's pretty annoying. So I'll just wait. There we go. Let me see. Down and left. Luckily these ones aren't armoured. Still managing to damage me a shitload though. Ooh, what's that? A rapier. How's that compare? Not Takamitsu too. No, bamboo sword, that's crap. That's also crap. Would have been good to get those drops earlier from the Yorick, but never mind, we've got this holy rod now, which is pretty badass. How do you like them apples? So, what was the problem here? It says there is another way to go from... it must be from going at it from the other side. Yeah, there's no, like, floor or wall I can break, so... Okay, well I guess we've got to, go back then. Let me see, where can we go next? We could go back to the Royal Chapel area, I suppose. Now that we have the leap stone. Can we? See, I'm wondering whether we go back to the Royal Chapel or whether we go back to the underground caverns, because there are still stuff that we need down there, but I don't know if we can get it yet. What should we do? Let's go back to the Royal Chapel. I guess that means warping to the Marble Gallery. It's probably the quickest way. Fine. There were the items in vases that we should now be able to get. I think we can. Excuse me. I think we can get those items by the leap stone. That skeleton you just saw with holding a barrel, what we need to do is, there's something you can trigger which makes one of those appear in the underground caverns where that wooden bridge was. And basically you can then entice him to throw his barrel onto the bridge, which destroys it and lets you go underneath. And there is an area down there which is of some importance. And we will be going down there. I don't know if you actually need to. I think you do. But there's a really cool boss down there, and like it's a pretty extensive area, so we will get to that. No, this isn't the right room. Remember to put this on, just so I can shield dash. Let me see. Okay, this is right. We have a fair amount of the map uncovered now, but this map isn't the entire game. There is more of the game than just this map, which will become apparent when we get to it. Basically, when you finish this world map, well, the first time I thought to myself, is that really the whole game? That can't be right. It seems very anticlimactic. But no, it's not the whole game. So I think if we just go through... Oh, this is the alchemy laboratory, not the marble gallery. So if we go through here, we should be able to do that quite quickly. Come on. I'll keep this. I'm going quite fond of this book item, you know. Pretty good. Yep, not far now. And we have to go to the top left of the room with the scuttlebones in it. These things. To where that thing was. The magically sealed blue door that we got through. That's the way, isn't it? This room. So we have to go around. Hate these things. I hate most enemies in this game, actually. There are certain ones I do really like, though. Like, I really like the zombies with rifles. I just think the sprite looks really cool. They're probably my favourite enemy. Just need to go over the top. Down here. Here we go. Don't want the holy water. Always been an item that I've not been fond of in Castlevania. Right, I guess I'll just pop a save here. And then we can explore a little bit more of this place, I think. I think that there's probably just some collectibles that we can grab in the room with the giant staircase and the bone pillars. But we'll get them nonetheless, and then I'll end the episode. Well, we can dispatch those quite quickly now, which is good. See these items. I still not get that, apparently. No? Not quite. It appears to be designed so that you can nearly get it from any angle. Balls. I can't stand on this, can I? No. Should be able to get that one. A magic missile. No real use to me. I think I can get that one too. A shuriken. Ankh of life. Oh, we haven't equipped these accessories. Improves heal item power. Okay, well we'll use that. I don't really... The other ones don't seem to do anything, the gemstones. I think they're just saleable items. TNT. Trinitrotoluene, if you're wondering what it stands for. Not that you were. It's just that's how my mind works. Boomerang. Anything further up? Ah. We couldn't get up here before, so... What's this? Morning Star. Got 2 of those. Okay, it's not quite as good as the Holy Rod, so... But it has the same animation, if I remember. That's why it jogged my memory. Wondering why we can't... There's like one piece of the map that hasn't been revealed. Strange. Okay, just go a little bit further and then I'll end. Can't get up there either. No? No, need the bat. Oh, unless... Ah, there we go. I missed that last time. Goggles. Comfortable eye protection. Not as good as what we have. Restores HP by poison damage. Pretty good, I suppose. Okay. I hate this thing. Mainly because I'm in too much of a hurry to fight it properly. There you go. Really cool background. I like the use of 3D there. So the door to the right of me we can't get through yet. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just carry on through this again and see if there's anything else I can reach that I couldn't before. It's easier to get around this tower now that I have the leap stone. Although the Skelerangs still cause me problems, apparently. Something at the top left I've not been to. Just nice to uncover all of the map so that we know that we've been everywhere in each area, you know? Ah, there is somewhere off to the left from where I am, apparently. Could be a secret or something. Further up. Oh, you absolute donkey. Puppet swords. Oh yes, the place off to the left was where the... Yeah, this is where we need the spike breaker armor, isn't it? Yeah. We can't get through there yet. But we will need to. At some point. Haven't been up to the top of this tower yet. Ooh, a life max up. Well, that was worth finding. And a strength potion, I think that is. And silver plates. Okay, it's better than the healing mail. It's better than a box. So we'll equip it, but we can always switch back to the healing mail if we need to. Right, I'm just going to make my way across to the nearest save room, and then I'll leave it, and then in the next episode we'll go after that form of mist item, and hopefully we'll get the Soul of Bat as well, which will basically make all the rest of the game accessible to us. Once we have those two things, that's that. I'm not nearly as worried about this place as I was last time we were here when we fought the Phoenix, which was in this room. Really cool background design there. It looks like the Vatican City in Rome being taken over by undead winged skeletons. Some sort of holy warrior with a sword and a knife stuck in his back. Man, that's cool. Boop. Got a potion for that awesome 3-in-1 kill of the bats. I've seen... what was to the bottom right of here? This was something I missed last time, apparently. Still good that we're uncovering it all now. Alright then, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop me a like, and I will see you in the next episode for more Symphony of the Night. Take care, everyone.